Okay, let's unpack this. We're doing a deep dive today into something really specific, uh, but with surprising reach. The resilience, the adaptation of small businesses in Batavia, New York.
Right. You sent over that source material looking at how these, independent shops are dealing with the whole online giant situation, the big chains.
Yeah, exactly. And what's really fascinating right out of the gate from this material is that it's not just about hanging on.
No, not at all. Many of them, according to this research we looked at, are actually reinventing themselves, finding ways to, well, thrive.
Thrive, yeah.
It's pretty interesting.
So our mission here really is to pull out those key insights, these kind of surprising stories. One source calls it a quiet revolution happening under the awnings there.
A quiet revolution, I like that. And it seems to be about much more than just, selling things. It's connection, community spirit. That's core to their strategy, apparently.
Totally. So let's dive into some examples the source highlights. The Daily Grind, that coffee shop on Center Street.
Oh, yeah, the owner, Maria Rodriguez. The source mentions she saw the shifts happening, obviously, but didn't just, accept it or fight it head on in the old way.
Right, she transformed the space. The source calls it a hyper-local ecosystem hub, which sounds fancy, but it goes beyond just, say, open mic nights.
Yeah, lots of places do that. But the source notes her specific partnership model, working with nearby farms for supplies, and this loyalty program, it actually invested points back into other Batavia businesses.
Oh, interesting. So it's integrated.
Exactly. That integration, the source argues, shifts the customer's thinking. You're not just buying coffee, you're kind of participating, supporting the wider local economy.
Right. Consciously investing in that Batavia ecosystem. That feels like a key takeaway.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's Batavia Books and Baubles, the bookstore, Jackson Street. I mean, you'd think physical bookstores face the toughest battle, right?
Yeah.
Digital everything.
You really would. But this shop's approach, it's laid out as a really compelling case study in the source material. The owner, Thomas Chen, he didn't just see digital as the enemy.
Okay, so what did he do?
Well, he leaned into it, but strategically. The source details how he started an online book club, sure, but he tied the virtual meetups to, specific Batavia landmarks. Made it local.
Ah, grounding it.
Yeah, and he set up this unique local delivery system downtown using pedal power. The source noted that cut costs and boosted local engagement. People saw the bikes,
That is clever. It's using tech and convenience, but keeping it really anchored in that local identity.
Yeah.
Something Amazon can't easily copy. Not authentically, anyway.
Exactly. And the source material, it really stresses these aren't just one-off examples. It sees a pattern across different types of businesses there in Batavia.
So what's the common thread?
Using social media for actual community dialogue, not just ads. Creating products tied to the town's history or culture. And this is critical, fostering a real sense of belonging. Something, as one article puts it, no algorithm can replicate.
So they're adapting operations, using tech where it makes sense?
Yeah, but the biggest adaptation, according to the source, is digging deeper roots into the community itself. Deliberately deepening them, yes.
Which brings up something the source really hammers home. This fight for local businesses. It isn't just about the bottom line, is it?
No, it's framed consistently across the material as being vital for the very soul of Batavia.
The soul of Batavia. What does that mean in practical terms, according to the source?
Well, the idea is that these businesses, they're the anchors. They keep streets vibrant. They keep historic buildings occupied, looked after. They help neighborhoods keep their unique character, against the sort of flattening effect of chains and online shopping.
So it's this quiet street-level effort that's actually shaping the town's future identity.
That's what the sources argue, yeah. It highlights this crucial, maybe often overlooked role they play beyond just providing stuff. They're custodians of local identity, hubs for connection.
Okay, so wrapping this deep dive up then, the source material on Batavia, it shows this really powerful spirit of adaptation, right? A deep community connection.
Mm-hmm. And it shows how vital these businesses are, not just for the local dollars, but for the town's actual character, its soul.
They're actively working, it seems, to keep those streets vibrant, keep neighborhoods distinct for the future.
Definitely. It's an ongoing effort described in the sources.
Really makes you consider, doesn't it? Thinking about shaping tomorrow. What specific things, what places define the soul of your community?
Yeah, that's a good question to ponder.
And reflecting on what we just discussed from the sources, how might those local spots near you, those quiet revolutions under their awnings, be contributing to your community's unique identity and maybe quietly shaping its future too? Something to think about.